I'm currently standing right here, surrounded by aid that has gone to waste. Now, we continuously have heard about famine. Famine, famine, famine. Gazans are dying, civilians are dying, and it's Israel's fault. Now, help me in this moment where I'm now going to ask you exactly how is it that the aid is sitting here rotten and has gone to waste, but the two entities that have linked hands, one being a so-called humanitarian organization, the United Nations and all of its antennas that are linked to it, right? And Hamas, a terrorist entity, have made this the reality of Gazan civilians. This is not because Israel has stopped aid or has not made sure that aid has gone in to Gaza. This is because the aid is sitting here rotten. And how do we know that this is what's going on? I'm physically here in Gaza, where this is the reality of what's been going on. So again, I ask you, who is actually making this a thing?
Sorry, Mom and Dad, but I had to come here. I had to come to Gaza to see the truth with my own two eyes. And as you can see, there are thousands of boxes and crates with food and medicine behind me. Yet none of these have been delivered to the people of Gaza, who are still suffering and starving. How is this possible? Well, the world continues to blame Israel for this, when in reality, Israel is doing everything in its power to actually get this food delivered to the Palestinian people. But it's Hamas and the UN who are complicit in the suffering and starvation of the people of Gaza. Some of these crates have been here for weeks, if not months. We have sugar, we have cheese, we have tuna, literally everything. It's probably going moldy at this point, honestly. And this is exactly Hamas's plan. To paint Israel as the perpetrator of all of this. When in reality, it's Hamas that continues to use its own people as pawns. We see it when they use their own children as human shields. And now we're seeing it as they use food as a weapon of war. Truly one of the most pathetic, disgusting acts that I have witnessed in my entire life. And that's why I had to come to Gaza. I got my bulletproof vest on. I don't care. I will do anything to share with you the truth. And the truth is that Hamas is solely responsible for all of this food not being delivered to its own people.
That's exactly how starvation looks like, right? You stupid idiots. That's exactly the same photos and videos we saw from the Holocaust, right? All those poor Jews buying Kinder Bueno and flavored coffee. What the is wrong with you? A terrorist organization lies to you every minute of every day. And when you caught them in the lie, their response is, oopsie daisy? Ariana Grande going, you have to stop the starvation in Gaza. First of all, stop starving yourself to death, you dumb bitch. See this? Yeah, that's a girl from Gaza. No, that's a Yazidi girl fleeing from ISIS. and been sold to slavery, probably sexual slavery. But when it's Muslims on Muslims, you don't give a fuck. And of course, this little boy who shook the world and everybody was like, "There, Star, this is the proof," until you realize that he's been treated for the past 2 months in Italy, authorized by the Israeli government for a disease that he has got nothing to do with starvation. And dozens more of examples of fake news coming from the Gaza Strip. And my question is, if there's so many people starving to death, why would you fake images? Just take pictures of the actual fucking people dying from starvation. The answer is, there is no starvation. That's why they have to fake photos. Is there a crisis in the Gaza Strip? Of course there is. Why is it happening? Because Hamas is stealing the aid and millions and billions of dollars and just selling the aid back to the people in Gaza. And by my calculations, there's about 50 people, more or less, that are dying of starvation in the Gaza Strip. And those people are the Israeli hostages. Bring them back and stop playing fucking games. I'm Israel Chai, guys. Peace.